Hello, my name is KenziiSims and welcome to the Sims 3 renovation video. So today I am renovating the Cosmopolitan Lofts in Sunset Valley, and this build took a long time. This is about, I think it's like 11 or 12 hours of footage, sped up, plopped together, and yeah, a few little bits cut out. I've managed to get it down to an hour and 6-minute video. As I'm going through, I might cut some bits down if we don't need it in the video, but I'm just gonna literally go through it, speak through it. And yeah, I asked in my Discord and I asked on Instagram what you would like me to talk about in this video, because it is going to be a long one. So first I'm just going to tell you a little bit about the loft and then we'll get into what I'm going to be talking about. So this loft has 4 different apartments in it, so it's not really a loft anymore, but it is. Lofts to me are like apartments. So this is, I've just changed it into apartments instead of how it was before, where it was like a big living space at the bottom and there was bedrooms. I kind of wanted it to be more, you know, personal to the people who live here, which is either the working friends family. I think it's the working friends family, or it's the other one. I can't bloody remember, but you know, you'll probably know better than me. Anyway, so yeah, there are 4 different apartments and they are all decorated differently. Oh my gosh, no, 5 different apartments. Sorry. So this is not the working friends, this is the other one. Oh, is it? I don't know. Again, you'll know better than me. I did this a long time ago, so yeah, bear with me if I don't really know what's happening in the video. I'm just kind of watching it back for the first time after so many months, and yeah, just excuse me on that, thank you. So on the very bottom floor, so the ground floor, there is an apartment for Cyclone Sword, and it's kind of like a techie, kind of dingy apartment with like neon lights in it, and it's really cool. And then upstairs you've got 2 apartments on the first floor, and I can't remember the way, no, I think I can remember the way around. So Blair Wainwright's apartment is on the front. It's like a pink and white and flowery and pretty girly apartment. Yep, and I actually love it. It's like one of my favourites. It's how I'd probably love to have an apartment if I had one, but I don't. If I lived on my own, I'd love to have like a girly apartment. But instead of the pink, I'd probably have the purple or the lilac, because you all know that's my favourite colour at the moment. And then, the back of the first floor. Oh gosh, whose is it? Is it Styles McGraw? No. That's wrong. Styles McGraw is on the one above. Emma Hatch, I think, is next to Blair Wainwright. Oh my gosh, I should probably I probably should have like just made sure. If I'm wrong, I apologise, but this is what I'm going with right now. So she's got like an artsy apartment. She might actually be upstairs as well, but I don't know. And then, yeah, second floor, Styles McGraw. He is into like, well, the way I'm making it is he is into like guitars and music and stuff. And he's like a cool room up there. And then on the back of the top floor is, I can't remember her name, Tamara Donna, her apartment, and it's kind of like quite posh, quite prim and proper and put together, that kind of apartment, gold accents and fancy kind of furniture. I don't really know what you'd call that kind of style. In my head I'm thinking like a chintzy style. I don't know, like a posh English style, let's say, like the Queen, but not so fancy. And yeah, I've put her in the politician career. I don't know if the Sims are going to be staying in the lots. I don't know if the Sims that I'm going on about right now are going to actually, you know, have these careers and stuff. I'm literally just building the houses, and then if I add the Sims in or make over the Sims, I might change the stories up. I might move them to different lots. I don't know what I'm going to do. Ideally, I'd like to keep them in the same lots that they come with, but you know, I'm so indecisive, and we all know that by now. So yeah, it will probably chop and change throughout the rest of the series. So, you know, don't come for me. I am annoying, I know this. And yeah, I think that's really all I can say about the build. Like, there's not really much else. The video is, if you watch the rest of it, is literally gonna tell you and show you the rest of it. So yeah, so on to what I'm gonna be talking about. So again, asked on Discord, asked on Instagram, and you all wanted to kind of hear about my childhood, my teen years. I got a question, why and how did you start YouTube? And then some random little questions like, what's your favourite food, favourite hair products, favourite TV show, etc, etc. So yeah, we're just going to start from, I'm basically just going to talk about my life from a child. So as far back as I can remember, I mean, I don't know if this is me remembering back to that, or if this is just, I know this because I've been told by my parents and whatnot, but I know that when I was maybe 4 or 5, I went to a nursery. Kind of actually remember the look of it, kind of, probably not to how it actually was, but you know, and you always have memories of when you were little, and then it's probably not actually what the building looks like or what the place looks like or the room looks like, but in your head you're thinking that's it, like that's what it looked like. But I don't know, it's just what you remember from, I mean, that was like 25 years ago, you know, I'm 30 years old now. So that was literally 25 years ago I was in nursery, or even 26 years ago. Crazy madness. Oh gosh, I feel old now. I don't really, you only feel as old as you feel. Okay, that didn't make sense, but you kind of know what I mean. But anyway, so yeah, I went to a nursery when I was at 4. Don't know how long I was there for, but I just remember kind of being there. Don't remember what I did there. I remember where it is, like I know where it is, but I'm not going to say where it is. And then I went on to school and reception, obviously year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, year 5, and year 6 I believe is juniors. And all throughout that time, okay, I was a very, very shy kid. Still am quite shy right now, but a lot more confident. I was very quiet, very shy, made friends and stuff like you do. Don't speak to any of the friends that I've ever made in my life. Probably get into that in a bit. And apparently I used to get very, very distracted. So, like, I wasn't diagnosed with anything, but apparently I used to get, like, you know, see something shiny. Ooh, shiny. Let's go over there instead of doing my schoolwork. It's quite funny, actually, because, like, nowadays you kind of put a label on that. I don't know if it's like ADHD or autism or something. I mean, I've never been diagnosed with anything. I probably have, you know, inklings of ADHD or autism, but I kind of sometimes think everybody can do. Yeah, so, but anyway, when I was younger, all of my school reports are saying, like, Kenzie needs to stop walking away from her table. Oh, sorry about this save here. She needs to, oh, we're on this bloody lot. Okay, we're back. Yeah, she needs to stop being distracted and walking off from her table, and, you know, not finishing what she's doing and just walking off and doing something else. But that is literally me now. I cannot, if I'm not interested, you know when someone's making you do something, like a teacher, oh, sit here and do this work. My brain is always like, if I'm not interested in what it is or I don't understand it, my brain's like, nope, I'd rather do that over there. Because that looks more fun. Yeah, no idea what kind of, maybe that's just me. It's probably not any kind of ADHD or whatever, but it could be. Anyway, let's not get into that. We're on another building, and I'm just going to leave it in. It's fine. So yeah, that was all my school reports when I was younger. And then all through school, yeah, I had a group of friends, and I loved those friends, to be honest. And then I don't know what happened. I know you grow up, you lose contact with people. It's just what happens. But recently, but not so recent, a few years ago, I did try and like add all my junior school friends on Facebook, because that's the only way you can really stay in touch these days. People probably stay in touch more nowadays than they used to because of Facebook and online connections. Obviously I didn't get their numbers, I don't text them, I don't phone them, but they were on my Facebook, and then people started deleting me for some reason, and then I went through some deleting spree and started deleting people. I don't know why I did this. I kind of like to be private, I think, and I always used to add all these people, and then I'd be like, oh, actually I don't want all these people knowing everything about me. I don't know why. Like, I just like to be a private person. What is this? Is this Cyclone Swords apartment? Yeah, it is. That's fine. So we're back. Sorry, I'm just getting sidetracked. We're back in this building, so that's good, and we're doing Cyclone Swords apartment. But anyway, yeah, I have a few memories from a child. When I was in school, junior school, we did this thing called Young Americans, and we went to this secondary school for like a weekend, and I think it was a weekend. I'm sure it only took like a week or 3 days or something, and they basically had a massive group of people, split you all into groups. I don't know if it was by ages or whatever, and then you went into different rooms and learnt different things, and it was like kind of like a drama workshop, I suppose, in a way, but for kids. And it was called Young Americans. I did try and look it up, but I don't think it's a thing anymore, which is such a shame, because it was so fun, and it really kind of brought me out of my shell. So basically what we did was we in like 3 days or something practiced a big show, and it was like a funny comedy one, singing, random, like it's the most random show ever if I can think back to it. I remember singing a bit of Elvis in it. I remember singing T for two and two for T, like that song in it. I remember we all had to sit in a row at one point of it, and some like ping pong, ping pong, the noise of a ping pong ball getting hit to one another, that was like played off like the speakers or whatever, and we had to sit there and pretend we were watching it going side to side. Like, it was so funny thinking back, and it was really fun, and I flipping loved it. I loved it so much. There was like dancing, and it was so random, but like it's probably like the best time of my life. And I remember my friend that I did it with, she had a picture on her bedroom door of, I think, us two or just her with one of the blokes that did it, and I think she fancied him or something, so she kept that for a long time. I wonder if she still got that, but I don't speak to her, so it'd be weird. And she was the one that deleted me off Facebook for some reason. I don't know, it's a shame. Like, you go through so much stuff with people and then you just become strangers again. Like, it's absolutely crazy. Sorry, I've just pinged my mic stand. If you heard that, you probably didn't even hear that, but anyway. So yeah, that happened. I think that was in like year 6, so that was later on. And there was something. Oh, I used to go as well. This is a totally another thing. I used to go to like an after school club. I don't know why. I think it's only for like an hour or something. I don't know if my mum was working, or I have no idea why. But you basically get on a little minibus from school, literally up the road to this like hall. And yeah, there were a load of kids in there, and we'd play games and stuff. That was fun. I went into brownies for literally 1, maybe 2, but I think just 1. What do you call it? It's not a lesson. Just the brownies, probably like only like an hour long thing. Yeah, I started on the first day, and then I was like, I don't like it, because I was shy and shy and quiet, so I didn't go back. I also did like karate lessons, but literally went once, and then I was like, I don't like it, mum. So I didn't go again. Oh, I was such a shy kid, and like it stopped me doing a load of things, which I suppose even nowadays it stops me doing things. Like I'm still shy, I'm still really, really shy. When I'm around a big group of people that I've never met before, or I'm just, I suppose I'm trying to work people out at first, I go so quiet. I do not say a thing. If people talk to me, I'll talk back, obviously, but very like quiet like a mouse, like, hello, yes, nice to meet you. And it's crazy, really. But yeah, me being shy and quiet, it literally stopped me doing things that I probably would have loved to do when I was younger. I remember I'd really wanted to do street dancing, but I just didn't want to go to the classes with all the people. I was too shy. Such a shame. There was another thing that I was going to mention about my childhood, but I can't remember. I went to PGL, like a school trip. I don't know, you drive 2-3 hours away, and PGL is like it's like an adventure zipline, abseiling type place. And yeah, I went to that. That was fun. I remember this one time, actually, it's just literally come to me. I don't know if we went in the water or something. Oh no, we didn't. We were just outside randomly, and then one of the people, they just make it fun and funny, don't they? One of the people were like, okay, let's race. I want you all to run into your dorms, put a pair of your pants on your head, and run back out. And everyone did it. Like, I was so embarrassed, but I did it, and it was funny. But I was literally like, oh my gosh. Like, as much as I suppose they're trying to get you out your shell, trying to make you confident a little bit, I don't know, some kids don't like that. Like, I hated that, but at the same time, I suppose it was funny. Yeah, and abseiling, I was like, nope, not doing that. I can't remember if I cried or not, but I was literally like, nope, I'm not doing that. We had to make like some kind of, I don't even know what you'd call it, some kind of drift wood boat thing. So like, you basically had to build it yourself and that was one of the tasks. Build it yourself and hope it floats, and get on it and with your group of about 4, and yeah, just hope it floats. If not, you end up in the water. Like, it was really fun. It's really funny. And if your kids ever get the chance to go, let them go. Like, it's worth it. It's cool. And then a place called Treguinness, which is like a farm place in Wales. Loved that as well. That was an experience. Loved looking after the animals. I had to get up really early, but whatever, it was fun. Excuse me. Stayed in dorm rooms with bunk beds. It was really fun. Yeah, the other thing that I was going to talk about, I cannot remember, but someone asked as well, what did I do in the summer within my childhood? My nan and granddad lived in Spain for a long time. Well, a few years, probably maybe 10 years, maybe 8 years, I don't know. They lived in a caravan right by the beach. It was amazing. We used to go there for like most of the school holidays, so I'd be in Spain for probably 3-4 weeks of the 6-week holidays. Loved it. Amazing. Met some friends there. Again, friends I don't speak to anymore. Don't even have them on Facebook. Like, it's such a flipping shame. Why was I so like, okay, let's get rid of everyone now that I don't speak to them anymore? I don't know what that is. Why did I do that? I don't know, but regretting it now, but what can you do? So yeah, that was fun. Like, every summer would go there. Oh, loved it. What else did I do in my childhood? I think that's all I can think of anyway. So yeah, let's move on to my teen years. I can't actually remember my teen years. I used to play in the garden a lot. I suppose this is like older kid, younger teen kind of years, so maybe like, I don't know, 10 to 14, 15, maybe 16. Used to play with the neighbours next door, up the road. On our road, we have a field at the back of our house. There was a rope swing, there was a tree house. We used to ride our bikes all around the field. It was fun. It was like great. One time, a bit scary, Someone had gone into the field, someone that lived on the road, gone into the field, put a plastic chair in the middle of the field, like over the way from their garden. And they were standing in their garden. They weren't doing this, to harm anyone, but they were standing in their garden and shooting at the chair. Like, I suppose they were just, I don't know if it's probably wasn't a gun. It's probably like a BB gun or some kind of pellets or something like that. But me and our friends used to walk up the field behind the houses, up and down, to, people's houses, kind of knock on from them from the garden, come back and forth. And, we heard these gunshots or probably BB gunshots of someone, doing that. They didn't realise there were kids in the field, but I don't know, I feel like that's a really stupid move, like shooting something into a field where, people still walked their dogs there. People still would walk and run around to keep fit, whether it was a kid or an adult walking past. Like, I don't know, they're just crazy. Like, it was a bit of a stupid move, but anyway, we told, I think, my friend's mum, and they went round and said, can you stop shooting because there are kids walking up and down? And they did apologise. They did say, oh God, sorry, I didn't realise, we'll stop now. And they did stop. But I just thought, like, have some common sense. But anyway, so that was fun. What else did we do? A lot of, being in the garden, being in the field, having fun. I mean, I am very, very lucky. I had a very free childhood, running around outside. I was still playing The Sims every single night, and so did my next door neighbour. And we kind of got on over The Sims 2. I think he would play it and I'd play it, and loved it. Don't know if he plays it anymore, probably not. But we would probably play on that all night. Not together, like separately. I don't know if he played on it all night, but I played on it all night. I kind of had a good balance, I suppose you could say. So I didn't just watch the telly, watch an iPad like kids do now, play games constantly. Like, I was outside most of the time, more than on my computer, I'd say, maybe. Well, then again, it's probably the same, because I would play outside all day, all night, all evening. Then when I'd go in, I'd play The Sims until like 4 a.m, which, not healthy, but at least it's balanced. At least I still went outside. Maybe, I can't remember exactly, but maybe it was like in the winter I did more Sims playing, and then in the summer I played outside more. But either way, I'm glad I had the experience of playing outside with friends. And some kids now, like, I feel like a lot of people try and go down the easy parenting route and just throw their kid an iPad. Here you go, watch this. Which is a shame. I mean, I hope if and when I have kids, I don't just give them an iPad because they're, annoying me. Like, watch your iPad. Like, I don't like that, really. I don't really want them watching it when they're eating dinner and stuff like that. I kind of want to teach them, like, they'll still have an iPad. They'll still have, I think, what every other kid has, because, kids can be cruel, and your kid can get bullied because, you don't have an iPad, or you don't have an iPhone, you don't have the latest Nike shoes. Like, it's ridiculous. So I'd always give my kid, not everything they want, but I'd just make sure they were given stuff that everyone else is given. Another thing about kids and like Christmas time and birthdays, when people put on Facebook, oh my God, I've bought my kid 200 presents. Okay, fair enough. We get it. You've got the money. We get it. You're trying to... To me, it's showing off. It's boasting. It's trying to do it. It's not doing it for your kid, really. It's doing it to show Facebook that you've bought 200 presents. Like, it's ridiculous. I wouldn't be doing that at all. Like, they're not going to be having a million presents. And if they did, I might come into some money. If they did, I would not be plastering it all over Facebook. I think that's the most stupid thing you could do. Same when people get a new car or a new bigger TV or a new anything. Oh, let's blast it all over Facebook. And also, in the summer, then let's blast all over Facebook that now we're going on holiday. Okay, so everyone on Facebook knows you're going on holiday, including thieves and robbers and burglars. and you've got all this stuff that you've blasted all over Facebook. What do you think these people are going to do? Oh, great opportunity, I'm going to break into your house when you're not there. And you can't do anything because you're in Spain. I don't know. I just think Facebook, Instagram, everything, it's just getting ridiculous. But that's a whole different thing. We'll go over that probably another time, but maybe not. I don't know, because I'm sick of moaning about it, but that's just my opinion. Anyway, what we're talking about. So yeah, tablets and that. I played outside. I'm quite happy that I experienced that and didn't just sit at home playing games and watching telly like kids nowadays seem to do. But I don't know. Anyway, so that was kind of my early teen years, I suppose. Can't really remember doing anything else. I had a best friend in school, which I do talk to now and again, which is nice. But again, like, we're not best friends anymore. It's such a shame. Like, we got on so well, but I remember I don't know if I should say this, but I think, like, at the time, I don't know, I think I like being on my own a lot. I like being able to do what I want to do. And I used to want to just kind of go home from school and go on my computer, or play outside and then go on my computer and play my Sims. And I don't know, I just like to be in my own bed and my own comforts around me. And this friend, bless her, nothing against you if you're listening, like, loved you to bits, and I'd love to meet up with you again, which we keep planning we're going to do and then we don't do it, but hopefully one day. Like, they'd want me to stay at theirs a lot, or they'd want to stay at mine a lot, and as much as I didn't because I just wanted to be in my own house. I wanted to do my own thing, and I did kind of feel like I had to say yes, even though I didn't. Like, this is another thing that I still kind of do nowadays that I used to do, is people please. I used to say yes to everything. Yeah, I'll do that, when I didn't want to, when I should have said no, not this time. But yeah, I don't know, I just didn't want people to fall out with me. But I don't know, it's just what you do, isn't it? Try not to do that kind of stuff nowadays. But oh God, going back on all this stuff, it literally makes me think, this is why I am like I am today. It's crazy. Like, I've been the same since I was a kid, literally. I've been a people pleaser. I've been shy and quiet. It's crazy. It's quite nice to think back, actually, and kind of realise that, because I always thought, you know, as I'm growing up, maybe I am getting worse, but I don't think that's what it is. I think I've always been the same. But yeah, it's quite a nice little realisation, I suppose. I'd love to, like, write all about my childhood, the way I was, all my memories and stuff, into a book, or into maybe just a notebook. I don't have to publish a book. But yeah, I'd love to just write about myself from childhood up till now, and just try and figure myself out a bit more, you know, dive deep. I like all that stuff, journaling and diving deep, and self-care, self-improvement and all that. But yeah, anyway, again, conversation for another video. So teen years. Yeah, a lot of those teen years was spent with that friend. It was great, you know, nothing wrong with it at all. Went to Spain together. Did random things, like would sit on benches and wave at people on buses. Oh my God, this one time we did that. Not good. Could have been dangerous. So sitting there just waving at people on the bus, innocent kids, you know, in school uniforms. We're just sitting on a bench waving at people on the bus on a main road, so it's, you know, there were people around. And two lads, which I think were a lot older than us and probably weren't in school, came off the bus at the next stop and walked over to us, and we were like, what the hell? We were trying to edge away, and we were like, this is weird, why have they got off the bus and come over to us? And they were like, oh, you called us off the bus. And we were like, no, we didn't. We were waving at every single bus that was going past. We didn't call you specifically off the bus. And then we kept walking away. And luckily they were like, oh. And then they walked back over, and I think they got on the bus again. And we were terrified. Like, these two lads that are older, I don't know how older they were. But you know what was funny? About a week later on the news, there was a tornado in my area. And the same lad, because I remember him, he's really small and had bald head. Like, he must have been a man. Like, it's really weird. He seemed like a busybody, nosy, always around. And literally, there was a tornado. I was watching the news for some reason, it was just on in the background. And I was like, oh my God, to my friend, look who it is. That same bold little man that came up to us that day was there with a broken arm on the news. He didn't have a broken arm that day, but he must have been in the tornado where the houses were, and he must have broke his arm. I was like, what the hell? What are the odds? So we saw that same bloke on the TV just trying to talk to the news presenters. So weird. Like, how mad is that? Anyway, so we did stupid stuff like that, and then we were like, okay, we're never doing that again because that was dangerous. What else did we do? I can't really remember, but we used to hang out in the field behind my house, each other's house. She was so susceptible to falling over all the time. I don't know why, but she's flipping hilarious. There's so many times that I could tell you about her falling over. Like, she fell off the rope swing, she fell out the treehouse. She was at school once, a fly flew towards her face, and she was like trying to blow it away, ended up falling straight back on her back. Like, how does one person just fall over that much? Out the back of my garden, there was like a piece of wood, because there's stinger nettles like at the back of the garden, kind of through the gate to get into the field, and it must have been slippy or wet, or it must have just stopped raining or the day before or something. She'd like stepped off first. I was behind her, and there's a piece of wood like slanted so you could walk down and not stand on the stingers. Guess what she did? Slipped down the flipping piece of wood and literally rolled into the stinger nettles. Oh my God, it was hilarious. Obviously not for her at the time, but flipping hell, we had so many funny, hilarious, we'd literally wee ourselves with laughter. We probably wouldn't, but almost. But yeah, I do miss those times, and I do miss that person, and I just don't know if it'd be the same now though. Like, we've planned for about a year, let's meet up for lunch, and it's just never happened, but one day it will. I mean, I'm still funny, I'm still shy, not funny, I mean, I'm still funny about meeting people, I'm still shy. I feel like, it might be awkward, so I put things off. I don't know, I feel like I'm getting to be like a agoraphobe. Is that when you're scared to go outside? No, I'm not scared to go outside, but like, I don't know, just meeting someone, it's nerve-wracking, isn't it? But anyway, maybe one day, hopefully one day, we'll see, and we can reminisce. I mean, sometimes on Messenger we reminisce and laugh about stuff over that, so yeah, I don't know, I just don't know if, can't remember how she was or how she spoke, or it's been that long, but anyway, yeah, hopefully one day we'll meet again. That song comes to mind, we'll meet again. I love that song. Anyway, random. Any more teen dramas? I don't think so. That was my stomach rumbling, by the way. Not anything else, because that sounded rude. Anything else happened in my teen years? I don't think it did. So yeah, I got older, I did my driving lessons about age 17, past 18 I think. Learnt to drive, had a few cars, had a car crash, wasn't my fault by the way, going through a junction with like a junction on either side, going through a road with a junction on either side, and it was a very closed junction, so people would sometimes not realise there was a road going through the junctions and would skim over the road without looking, obviously looking left and right, and go to the next road thinking it was just, that was like a main road. A lot of accidents have happened over the years. I remember the milkman went into the bush, I remember my neighbour crashed there. It's such a dangerous flipping place, and they've only just recently, in the past, I don't even know if it's last 5 years or even less than that, couple of years, they've started putting stop signs and little fluorescent stick things so you can kind of see that there is a junction coming up. There always was a stop sign, but the road markings weren't clear at all. It was just plain. It's kind of like a country lane, so yeah. Anyway, I crashed there. I was going through the bit, it was my right of way, someone came from my right. I would always slow down at that junction because I just know it's dangerous. Stupid idea, shouldn't have slowed down. If I didn't slow down that day, I wouldn't have got hit, because I went past, slowed down as I do, probably down to 20 or something instead of 30 or 40. I can't remember how fast the road was. And if I would have just kept going at 30 or 40, I would have missed the person, or the person would have missed me even. But because I slowed down, the person came from the right. It was at night time, I remember. I was off to a party somewhere. And I remember driving. Obviously, I was going forward. I saw a light on the side of me, like 2 car lights. And I remember thinking, oh God, that's close. And I looked back through my back window on the driver's side, the back side window, I mean. And I just saw the lights coming closer and closer, and I was like, oh my gosh, no. And then I turned back around, I was thinking, no, it's not going to hit me. And then straight away, bang, hit my back wheel, I suppose, and kind of dented it under. So, yep, car was writ off. Spun me round into a lamppost, and I swear I felt the car tip on its side. And then because the lamppost was there, I hit the lamppost and it put me back to flat. That would have been flipping horrendous if my car would have flipped a million times. Like, I maybe wouldn't have been here today. Like, you just don't know, do you? Or would have been very injured. The only thing I hurt was my elbow. Must have, as I was tensing and holding onto the steering wheel as I was spinning around, I think I hit it off the door. Didn't feel it at the time, but I felt it after, and it was a big, massive, like, lump on my elbow. And, like, I think it was tender. I don't remember having a bruise, but maybe I did. I don't know. Wasn't broken, totally fine. But oh my gosh, ever since then, I think that was 2016, I started being a very nervous driver. It really messed me up on motorways and stuff, and I used to be on the motorway, even if I wasn't driving, even if it's someone else, and I'd just sweat. Panic, sweat would take over me, almost like a mini panic attack. My eyes would start blacking out a tiny bit, just like around the edges of my eyes, you could just feel that feeling. And I'd have to calm myself down. I never passed out, but I feel like I was on the verge of passing out, just driving on the motorway or in the car with somebody going a certain mile an hour, even though that happened at like 30 or 40 or even 20 miles an hour. Like, I don't know, I wasn't scared as much driving through the roads, but I was scared driving on the motorway, even if I wasn't driving. So yeah, that was flipping fun. Not I'm kind of over it now. Still get a bit panicky if I'm driving on the motorway. If my girlfriend's driving or anyone else that's like a safe driver, my dad, my mum, I'm okay. Yeah, when it's me driving, if I'm going, really fast, 70 on the motorway, and I go on for a long time, and then there's a lot more cars accumulating around me, I'm like, oh my God, and I get panicky. My girlfriend, I just have to say, it's okay, you're okay, just keep going. And then she'll talk, she's so good, she'll talk to me about something random, or she'll say, oh, so what are we doing today or tomorrow, or what, bring it up, or she'll say a random thing at me and get me talking about something else and my mind's off it. And yeah, she flipping helped me a lot, so thank you, girlfriend, I love you. So yeah, that was an experience. I used to dream a lot as well on the way to my old job that I was gonna like crash and die, because I used to have to go on the motorway or even around the normal roads. I would think, oh, I'm going at 5 a.m, there could be drunk people on the road that could crash into me. Like, it made me have driving anxiety, but it never stopped me driving. I always like, no, I'm determined, I'm getting in the car, I'm not driving anymore just because of this. So yeah, so I'm a lot better than I was. Not 100%, maybe 95%, but before I was at like 20%. Oh my God, get me out of this car, panic stricken. But yeah, excuse me. So that happened in 2016. This was a time a few years before that, like from 18 to probably 27, 28, I would go out most weekends, and just get drunk and dance and party and feel disgusting the next day and eat Chinese and all this food that I thought was making me feel better when it just literally put weight on me. I think from the age of like 18 to 21 maybe, or maybe even 23, like, life was great in my eyes. I was with my friends, I was drinking, dancing, having a laugh. It was great. And then after a while, it got like, my hangovers got worse because I was getting older. My anxiety got worse, and depression, like, you know, the next day after alcohol, because that's what it does to you. It's like a depressant. That got worse. I was going through shit at the time anyway, which I'm not going to go into. Yeah, just, it kind of went darker. It wasn't so fun anymore. It was just kind of like, I need a drink now. I wasn't alcoholic before anyone thinks that. It was more like a binge drinking thing, but that's because I suppose I was just used to it. Like, my life was revolved around go to work all week, weekend, get pissed and dance and go out, spend loads of money. I don't do that anymore. It really, as I said, it can make me feel depressed. It can make me feel very anxious for days, not just the next day, like a few days. And yeah, I don't drink anymore. Very, very rarely I do. I drank on my birthday, had about 2, maybe 3 drinks tops. I don't go out social drinking anymore. If I go out with people, I just drink lemonade, to be honest. On my whole holiday, I didn't drink. So yeah, I'm doing really good. Not that it wasn't a problem, like I wasn't addicted. It was just kind of something, it was like a bad habit basically. And now I just know to keep myself sane and feeling healthy and good and okay and not anxious, not depressed, not down. I just have to cut out the drink. Like, that is a big, big thing. And if anyone is wondering why they're feeling that way around drinking, or the next day, or all the time, because you're always out, say if you're in uni, you're always out partying, or just in general drinking, yeah, just a bit of advice. If you want to stop that feeling, yeah, just stop drinking. But anyway, what else? So that was the last few years. And in the last couple years now, I have probably been the saddest I've ever been, but also the happiest and most relieved I've ever been. So yeah, I was going through the motions over the past 2 years. Yeah, not getting into that, but right now everything has fallen into place. Everything in my eyes is perfect. I have time, I have more money, I have better health, I have lost weight, so I'm feeling good and feeling healthy. I don't really do much. Obviously, I go on my computer, I will go to work. I've got a good work-life balance. I work 4 days and have 3 days off. It's flipping amazing. I get more money now. Yeah, it's a good time. I still struggle every month. I'm starting to think I now don't have just PMS, but I have PMDD. So I'm just kind of tracking my periods, tracking everything down right now as we speak. Over the past week or so I've done it. So yeah, just so I can, just track my moods, my eating habits, just everything. Pains, bloating, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, what I'm into now is just like self-care, self-discovery, self-love, diving deep into myself, doing what I love, staying around the people I love. I don't have many friends at all. I don't have a best friend, nothing like that. I just have people that maybe once in a while go out and see and have a chat with if I want to, but it's not very often that happens. Sometimes it gets to me and I'm like, I wish I had some friends, like a group of friends I could just have a group chat with or whatever. But I do have friends. I have online friends. Yeah, I've never met them. Hopefully one day that I could meet them. That would be great. If not, then we could just stay online friends. They're still friends. Got my family. Got my girlfriend. My little hamster. And yeah, I just want to basically live my life, be happy, do what makes me happy, and what makes my family, and not what makes my family and girlfriend happy, but you know what I mean. Like, yeah, I just want to be how I am right now, content in life, getting older, doing what I want to do, earning money, doing nice things, traveling, going away. And yeah, that is what I'm up to now. So before this ends in, I think we've got about 15 to 20 minutes left, hopefully. I don't know. Oh crap, I need to put the screenshots in as well. I forgot about that. I'll do that later on. Anyway, so yeah, the question I got was, why and how did you start YouTube? Okay, I can't remember what made me start watching Life Simmer, but something made me start. I think I was into Sims that much around whatever age I was. I don't even know. And I was like, oh, let's see if there's anything online about The Sims that I can read about or watch or whatever. And I must have come across Life Simmer that way. Like, I can't remember if I typed it into YouTube or just Sims 3 or whatever, or if I typed into Google and she came up on there, I don't know. But then I started discovering SimsTube, and I was like, oh my gosh, this whole other world that is amazing and I just didn't know about. So yeah, I obviously watched religiously her Generations Let's Play, all of her Let's Plays I watched, as like the Generations one though I watched as it was coming out. I think I did with Supernatural and all that as well, but the way she played the game, I was like, oh my god, she's playing it like the perfect way in my eyes, the way I want to play it. And then all the world she lived in, she seemed to have lots to do in it, loads of community lots and stuff, and then if she didn't, she'd place community lots. And it gave me the idea to renovate Sunset Valley, because Sunset Valley was my favourite world anyway, always has been, always will be. And then I was like, okay, I'm going to renovate Sunset Valley so I can do a Generations Let's Play or some kind of gameplay, like Life Simmers. Obviously, still doing the Let's Renovate Sunset Valley today, 5 years later, because this is literally a video for it. And yeah, I don't know if I'll still do I probably won't do a Generations Let's Play, but maybe I'll stream my current household living in the renovated Sunset Valley. I don't know, but that was my plan. That's what I wanted to do, and that's why I started YouTube. So my plan was to quickly renovate Sunset Valley. Didn't happen quickly. And then quickly make a Generations Let's Play and become famous like Life Simmer. Didn't happen either. But that's why I started YouTube. And how I started YouTube, I think after watching Life Simmer for a bit, I was like, I want a computer. So someone put half towards a computer. Carl, rest in peace Carl, my old computer. Yeah, someone put half the money with my parents to a computer. It was only £500 at the time, really cheap for a gaming computer. And yeah, that was the start of my adventure. I used a TV that was in my room for my screen, which I am still using now. What's the point in getting rid of it? I want a monitor eventually, but you know, this TV screen is like still working and it's massive and I like it on the big screen, so I don't know when I'm gonna change it. But and then I just started gradually getting newer things like better keyboards, better mouses, a mic stand, a mic. I've upgraded my computer now and I've got Carol Baskin, the computer. She's a lot better. Not amazing, but a lot better. What else? And yeah, I just started making videos. At first, I would make videos with just music over them because I was too shy to speak, and also I don't think I had a microphone at the time. So yeah, that happened. So yeah, I just kind of gradually did it. I just went for it. I probably made my YouTube channel and then a year later started posting, but I don't know. If you want to start a YouTube channel, the best thing to do is just do it. Just literally do it. Yeah, there's no point holding back. You might as well just start. Because if you're holding back waiting for whatever you need to wait for, I don't know, there's no point. You might as well just start it. It's the only way you're going to do it is if you do it. There's no point putting it off and waiting. So you got the best equipment, just start. Like, you know, if you got a decent editing software, research a lot as well, how to screen record and all that kind of stuff, edit videos. yeah, that's my advice. So that is why and how did I start YouTube. And then I'm going to talk about my favourite foods, ingredients, hair products, TV show. So TV show, I don't actually have one that I love. I remember one from my childhood that is my favourite childhood one, and it says Told by Ginger. Sure, I've mentioned it in previous videos, but I don't know. That was my favourite. Just loved it. Now I'm older, I've obviously had ones that I'd loved, like at the time. Right now I'm like, it's not my favourite now, but at the time I loved Breaking Bad. That was like amazing at one point. A recent one, Behind Her Eyes, that is a good one, really, really good one. I love TV shows like Miranda, like just funny, stupid TV shows. Like I really get into it and into the characters. Friends, obviously love the storyline of Friends. Again, it's not my favourite now. I don't have a TV show that's my favourite right now. Oh, sorry, I just had to stop recording for a sec there. But so TV shows, yeah, I don't really have an all-time favourite, so that I can think off the top of my head. So another reason why I'd love to like write about my life in some way. I don't know if I'd do it in a blog or write it physically in a book. I'm out of breath because I ran up the stairs, so unfit. But yeah, I'd love to like write down things I've read, things I've watched, things I love. But I will one day. I've got many other things to do before that, but that is one of my goals in life. Maybe I should even write down a list of goals, because I never know what I flipping need to do or want to do until I think of it in the heat of the moment. But anyway, favourite food. It used to be spaghetti bolognese. It used to be my absolute all-time favourite. Still love it, obviously, but my favourite food I'd probably say is what I'm having for dinner tonight, actually. So this is my favourite food I'd make at home. So it's basically cheesy pasta with bacon. Oh, it's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Having it tonight. Love it. I can have 2 or 3 bowlfuls. I can. Wish I didn't do that, because I'm a bit of a binge eater. Not good, but yeah, I could eat it until I'm sick. Like, it's amazing. It's not mac and cheese, by the way. It's just cheesy pasta with bacon, and sometimes I like to put broccoli in it because it's nice, but I obviously prefer just the bacon and the pasta and the cheese because amazing. Favourite ingredients, it's got to be garlic. Garlic has got to be, like, I feel like you can put it in anything, and I've been using HelloFresh a lot lately, so yeah, you always need a clove of garlic for every meal in HelloFresh pretty much. Also cheese, is that an ingredient? I suppose it is in a way. Yeah, love cheese. I suppose that's my favourite like food that's not a meal. But yeah, favourite hair products. So at the moment what I'm using on my hair is this, I'm sure it's this Garnier banana shampoo, and it's got like no sulfates in it, and it makes your hair feel really, really like natural, not like over the top. Like, it makes it feel quite light and natural, and not like it's got product on it once you've washed it. Like, it feels like real hair. When it has sulfates in it, I think it kind of covers and kind of quilts your hair in some stuff that's then kind of always on your hair. And then when you dye your hair, it doesn't stick because of all that stuff. So yeah, Garnier banana shampoo. It's in like a white bottle with a yellow label and a yellow lid, and obviously the conditioner as well. Yeah, it's just, I feel like it's a lot better for my hair. It's expensive. It's probably about £2 to £3 each, and it's not a massive bottle, but got recommended by someone who's a hairdresser, and they said like it's probably the best thing for your hair. And I use, because it's the banana one, I think it's for, I don't know if it's for dry hair. Yeah, I think I use the dry hair one, which is just the banana one. There is other flavours for other types of hair, like normal hair and all that kind of stuff, but that's the one I use, and yeah, love it. I used to just use shampoos for the smell. Like, I loved the Pantene one because the smell is gorgeous, but I'm not a big fan of bananas, but I'm getting used to it now, and I do like it now, so that's good. Is there anything else I use on my hair? Not really. Like, I don't really wear makeup anymore either. Like, very rarely I'll put some makeup on because I don't really go anywhere. But when I do, I'll put some makeup on. Like, I don't really like wearing foundation anymore. Last time I wore it, I don't even know when it flipping was. Probably my birthday in May. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of cake in my face. Do you know what? I've gone off Instagram and Facebook and all these social media and even the TV, like Love Island and that. I've been so put off by the way people look these days. Like, each their own. If you want to get veneers, if you want to fake tan yourself, if you want to wear eyelashes as big as your flipping, as long as your fingers, wear what the hell you want. Like, I'm not bothered. But personally, it puts me off wanting to look that way because, one, everyone looks over the top. Well, a lot of people. And two, everyone, it's just, some people look scary. So it's over the top and scary. And I had another point and it's literally gone out my mind. Oh, and yeah, everyone's just fake. This is probably so mean, but it's so true. Like, nobody looks how you look with makeup on. I get it. Makeup is like an art. It's like, it's a skill. Some people hide behind it though, and they pretend that is them. They wake up in the morning and they look like that. And then that's what gives younger girls, or even girls my age, who are scrolling through Instagram and see these posts, like, bad self-esteem. Like, it's not good. And I just don't think it's attractive anymore. Like, I wouldn't go for a girl that has, like, my girlfriend doesn't wear makeup. She's got her natural hair. She's still gorgeous. I wear a bit of makeup just because it makes me feel better. I don't wear it for anybody else, and I wouldn't want anyone to wear it for me. I wear it when I want, for myself, not for anyone. Not for my girlfriend, because my girlfriend says she likes me both ways. She prefers natural girls anyway. So yeah, it's just these girls with fake tan, massive, sorry if I hit the mic, massive lashes. I like to get my nails done, but again, it's for me, so I feel better. And I also hate the feeling of my own nails when they get caught on things and when they're flimsy and stuff. Ugh, they feel nasty. So I like having fake plastic nails because of that. But yeah, I don't know. I just can't be dealing with the whole bright white teeth veneers. Like, people have perfectly good teeth and they'd rather shave them down and stick veneers on them than just whiten their own teeth and maybe get a brace or a whatever that plastic thing is that you put in your mouth, Invisalign. It's just crazy. I understand though, if, like, again, each their own. If you want to do it, whatever. I don't personally like the look to it. I don't personally, not attracted to it. I think it's too much messing with yourself. Why would you want to mess with yourself? Like, you're born the way you are. Why would you want to change yourself so bad? Like, I'm on the fence with that kind of stuff. Like, if you're not happy with yourself, change it, and it's absolutely perfectly okay. But it's just for me personally. Like, I wouldn't do it unless I had no teeth, or I don't know. It's a touchy subject, I believe. But yeah, I'm just not into that. I'm also not into the loud personalities of people, like, because it's not real. The way people perceive themselves on the internet, it's not real. Like, the way I am being with you right now, this is me. Like, I'm telling you the truth. I'm being completely 100% honest with you. Yeah, probably if you went back to older videos, there would be things I've said. That is just not me anymore. The way I've spoke is just not me anymore. Like, opinions I had, it's probably not me anymore. But as well, people grow and they grow out of things like that, and you mature and you have different opinions when you're older, which is absolutely fine once again. But yeah, it's such a massive subject. I feel like I need another hour-long video to go through it, but personally, I don't like fake tan anymore. Yeah, real tan's nice. You know, go on the sunbeds, go in the sun, get a nice tan, that's absolutely fine. But fake tan, nope. Massive eyelashes as big as you flipping, I don't even know. Nope. Just, I don't know, I prefer, for myself, just the natural look. But yeah, if anyone wants to go over the top, that's absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. I have no problem with it. just my opinion on what I would personally wear and like to wear. I'm trying to think what other products I could talk about. I don't think I really use anything. I use deodorant like everyone else. I use body wash. Yeah. Another thing about makeup, let me just say. I feel like makeup should be, and it was made to enhance your natural beauty, or enhance the way you look. But people have gone over the top now, and they're literally changing, like with fillers as well. Again, get your fillers if you want. But people go over the top. They have massive balloon cheeks and massive lips. Like, I know a girl, and I'm sorry, but she had big lips anyway. Now her lips are, I can't even explain, they're flipping huge. And I'm sorry, but yeah, in a picture they look great with a filter on. Like, these people as well, they get all this stuff done, put a massive amount of makeup on, and still use a filter on Instagram. I mean, come on. To make you look like what? A doll? I just don't understand it. I really, really don't. And I'm sorry if this is coming off bitchy, but I just don't understand it. Like, it might make them feel better, but you know, if I see this person in public, I'm going to be like, well, you don't look like your flipping picture, do you? Because it's heavily filtered, and you've put loads of makeup on, and you've had fillers done and all this stuff. Like, I don't know. I just can't get my head around how ridiculous the world is getting. Like I was on about Love Island. Like, they all are plastic people. I can't say they all are. I mean, I'm sure there may be some natural people on there, but I feel like they've all got veneers. They've all got fake eyelashes. Like, fake eyelashes are fine. I wear fake eyelashes. I get my nails done. They're not my real nails. I'm not saying people are fake if they wear fake stuff. That's not theirs. I just think going over the top is too much for me. It's like, do you want, like, some girls look like drag queens? Like, but again, on the other hand, express yourself if that's what you want to look like. But every girl, I believe, right now, look the same. Tiny waist, massive ass, massive amounts of makeup and eyelashes and tan, long nails. It's just becoming a bit alien. Oh, that sounds really awful of me. Like, I'm not a bitch. I promise I'm not a bitch. But yeah, anyway, we're on to the last apartment. I'm going to stop talking about stuff now. Hope I answered everyone's questions and you enjoyed listening to my childhood, teen years and all that kind of stuff, and my recent years and my products and all that. But yeah, I am going to work on writing something about my life. I don't know, I've said this before, and it probably won't be a book that I'd publish or anything, but I don't know, I'd just love to dig even deeper into myself, and figure out who, I think I know who I am now, but figure out even more why I am like I am and stuff. Yeah, I encourage you to do the same, because it's a good journey to go on with yourself. But yeah, anyway, I am going to stop talking here. I'm going to pop in some screenshots at the end, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed this long video. And I've spoken for as long as I can, but yeah, there's literally nothing else to say now, so I'm going to go. And thank you so much for watching. Please like if you like, comment what you think, and subscribe if you want to see more. Love you, bye!